And boom, baby. Yes, look at that. 1800 crit right there. 1810 damage on that first swing. We also did an additional 408 on another attack on the animated breastplate right next to us. 1810 damage. Okay, so today's build is going to be a charging gendarme build. It focuses on doing a full pounce attack and is going to get you around 11 to 12 full attacks per round with a large reach weapon. We focus on Lich because of Death Rush, Stampede Boots, and Mythic Charge to do a whole bunch of damage. You will also have a full base attack progression, and you will also have a full leveled animal companion. We were building this over at twitch.tv/thearcaneagent, and I stream there every Monday and Friday from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as Wednesday nights from 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 8 o'clock p.m. So come on over there and join me, and if you have Amazon Prime, then you have Twitch Prime, and you can drop a free Twitch Prime sub. Doesn't cost you anything because you're already paying for it, but you help me out. If you were looking for the build description, my wonderful subscribers actually create the build and put it in the comments below, and the first person who does it, I pin their comment, and they're up there at the top of that YouTube comment for eternity. But let me know some interesting things you've learned on some builds, or some new things you would like me to try for a build to test out or to create. So at level 1, we're going to go for Ranger, and we're going to go to the Sable Company Marine because this opens you up to the Hippogriff Companion. This companion actually just beats all the other animal companions out. It just beats them all. And I'm going to go for Kitsune so that I, at level 11, can do a full attack, 7 to 8 attacks in a pounce charge. Typically, whenever you charge, you only get to do 1 attack. But if you're using pounce, which Kitsunes get, you get a full attack, which means you'll do all of your 7 or 8 attacks. We're going to go for regular Kitsune here because dexterity and charisma. For regional, I'm actually going to go for warrior, and I'm going to go for mercenary. We're going to be going long spear with this. So this +1 here is going to help us out a lot. So again, I want to save time on the video for you. Every single 4 levels, level 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20, you're going to be putting points into strength. All right, we're killing our constitution because we're using a reach weapon, and also when you go Lich, your constitution gets deleted anyways. That's why we pushed for charisma here. All right, so again, I don't want to tell you every single level what skill points we're going in for. We are going to push athletics and mobility. Those are 2 key things you're going to want to max at every single level. Then your next thing is going to be use magic device, and then persuasion, and then perception. You want to push use magic device so that you can use scrolls that your character class would typically not be able to use. Level 1 feat is actually going to be power attack. And here you get this animal companion, the Hippogriff. The Hippogriff is actually large size at level 1. So any of your classes, any classes you take, any races you take would be able to ride on this Hippogriff. And I'm actually going to go into like lawful evil specifically so that I can wear monk lawful evil items. I'm actually going to name this character after one of my Twitch subscribers over at twitch.tv/thearcaneagent. Now, we're going to push Sable Company Marine only to 3rd level at this point. The reason is because you get this awesome ability for your Hippogriff called the Strongest Wings. It actually does like a bull rush to push people away. It'll actually push your own characters away too. So here at level 2 though, we dip into Thug, specifically to get a sneak attack as well as frightening, so that whenever we do demoralize people, instead of just shaking them, it can scare them to run away. It's very beneficial whenever you are trying to charge people down. If you're scaring droves of enemies away, you have a chance to charge other people down to do more damage. You also get weapon finesse here, but you won't be using that. Then we pop back into at level 3 Sable Company Marine, and here we're going to go for weapon focus on that long spear. Long spear is a reach weapon. And then we're going to go into 2-handed weapon combat, and we're going to get Cleave here. Cleave is really, really fun. At level 4, we're pushing our 3rd level of Sable Company Marine. For favored enemies, I'm going to do Demons of Magic because I think there's a lot of them out there in the game. Here you get that Strongest Wings like I was talking about. This will actually do a bull rush to push people away. Here at level 5 though, we're going to dip into Cavalier for Gendarme. At level 5, I'm grabbing Frightening Ambush, so that whenever I do hit a flat-footed opponent, it will actually do an immediate persuasion check to demoralize them. And since I'm a thug, it can scare them away whenever I hit them. And then we're going to go into Order of the Sword, so that when we get our Gendarme to level 8, we get Mounted Mastery, which means that we add our Mount's Strength bonus in addition to our own on our charge attacks. We're going to continue our Animal Companion, which is the Hippogriff. If we had started off with a Gendarme, we would have only gotten a horse. And then our bonus feat here is going to be Dazzling Display. This allows us to open up for Dreadful Carnage and Shatter Defenses later on. Now we're going to push the Cavalier's Gendarme for the next we're going to go up to 11 levels of Gendarme. Here I'm going to grab Lawful Will, which gives me a morale bonus to will, a +2 as long as I stay lawful. And that's one of the things where your will is actually lower than the rest of your saving throws. Now the mythic ascension that I'm going to go for is Abyss, simply because of that gore attack. If I'm close to people and I can get a free gore attack per round, why not? And then our very first mythic ability is going to be Mythic Charge. Your charge attacks deal divine damage equal to 1d6 per mythic rank. Since you'll be doing a full attack every single charge, you're not just adding later on 10d6, you're going to be adding 10d6 times how many attacks you do. So if you're doing 8 attacks, you're doing 10d6 times 8. Lots of math there. At level 7, we're doing Gendarme level 3. Our level 7 feat is actually Cornigan's Smash. Whenever we're using our power attack and we hit them with a weapon, we're going to do a free demoralize, and since we have Thug, we can have a chance to scare them away, which then allows us to chase them down again. I love that mechanic. Here at level 7, we're going to go down and we're going to get Combat Reflexes. It gives us another attack of opportunity, but also opens us up for Seize the Moment. You also get Cavalier's Charge here, which adds +4 on your attack chance, but also doesn't let you lose armor class after you charge like a regular charge does. At Mythic rank 2, it just pushes into Mythic Hero. And I'm going to go for a Weapon Focus Mythic Long Spear. I want more chances to be able to hit them throughout the game. At level 8, we're doing that 4th level of Gendarme. You don't really get anything here at level 8. It's like one of the times you get nothing going on. At level 9, we're doing our 5th level of Gendarme. And at level 9, we're going to start pushing our improved critical into that long spear. Now here at Mythic level 3, we're going to go and grab Lich. Again, that opens us up for the Death Rush ability. And here at Mythic level 3, I actually go down and already grab Mythical Beast. Now your Animal Companion has better strength, dexterity, constitution, and its attacks ignore damage reduction. They're treated as adamantine, cold iron, ghost touch, and silver weapons. We're going to get the Mythic Spellbook. I like to go with my Skeletal Marksman because I just understand it, and he can stand still and plink arrows away at people. But what we're going to grab here is Death Rush. Whenever you charge or even use a combat maneuver, you do 1d6 per Lich's mythic rank to the target. So again, this is going to stack up with a lot of our other feats and abilities. At level 10, we're doing our 6th level of Gendarme. And at level 10, we're going to grab Shatter Defenses. Any shaken or frightened opponent that's hit by you this round is flat-footed, so you get to sneak attack them. At level 11, we're doing our 7th level of Gendarme. At level 11, we're going to go down to Vulpine Pounce. This is a Kitsune-only ability, but you get to do a full attack in a charge. At level 11 here, you're not just charging in and doing one attack, you're doing all of your attacks. At Mythic rank 4, of course, it's going to make us keep going into Lich. And here I'm going to take Power Attack Mythic. Instead of doing +2 damage on a power attack, you do a +3. As your base attack bonus goes up, it reaches +4, +5, etc. If you're using a two-handed weapon, such as we are, the bonus to damage is increased to +5 if you're doing it with a two-handed weapon. I'm going to go for Fighter here on this Skeletal Assassin. I'm going to give him clustered shots to go through damage reduction. And then Weapon Focus is going to be the longbow, because longbows are cool. Why would you not use one? And then Weapon Training onto bows. You also get more Lich things here like Invisibility Greater and Vampiric Blade. Vampiric Blade also adds 1d6 per caster level to your damage while stealing that away from the bad guys. So that's going to add more damage to your weapon and heal you. At level 12, we're going for our 8th level of Gendarme. And at level 12, we're going to grab Mounted Combat. It's going to open us up for Spirited Charge. When we do Spirited Charge, whenever you charge, you deal double damage with your melee weapon. So we don't have this yet, but Mounted Combat is opening us up for Spirited Charge. At level 13, we're taking our 9th level of Gendarme. And here at level 13, we're getting Dreadful Carnage. Whenever we reduce somebody to 0 hit points or below, we will do an instant demoralize to all enemies within 30 feet. And since we're Thug, it can scare all of them away. It's a free action. It does it automatically, and it can scare the remaining people all away in the next round, which means that after that, you can charge them down, doing more damage. And our bonus feat we're going to go down here and get is going to be that Spirited Charge. Again, double damage now with melee weapons whenever you charge. Level 14 is our 10th level of Gendarme. And here at level 14, you get nothing fancy. You just got another hit points and more base attack bonus, and it levels up your animal companion more. But now we're open for Mythic rank level 5. So we're going to go Lich. We go for Unstoppable because I don't want to be paralyzed. I want to be staggered instead. I don't want to be nauseated. I want to be sickened instead. I don't want to be frightened. I'd rather be shaken, right? So those are really, really bad things. Unstoppable helps us. At level 15, we're going into our 11th and final level of Gendarme, basically for Mighty Charge. Whenever you charge, you get to do a free Bull Rush or Trip combat maneuver. I always do Trip because I don't want to push them away whenever I'm doing a charge, because you don't get to finish off your charge, your full attack then. Tripping knocks them down. They have to get up. It's really, really fun. Our feat here is actually going to be Seize the Moment. We got combat reflexes earlier for that. Seize the Moment. Now, I will say this. Later on, I grabbed Cleaving Finish. You could put Cleaving Finish much earlier on in the build if you wanted to, where we did the combat reflexes. We really could have done Cleaving Finish earlier. Here's that Mighty Charge that I was talking about. Now we're open for Mythic 6, going to go Lich. And here we're going to go for Improved Critical Mythic Long Spear. Now my multiplier is increased by 1. Here at Mythic 6, we're going to go for Sphere Control. It actually adds damage on frightened characters. So it's going to be +1 profane bonus to damage. It'll be up to 10. So 10 profane bonus per mythic rank on damage rolls to anybody that's frightened, right? So if you've already cast fear, or if you've shaken them, then they're frightened because you're a thug. This means that you will always do +10 on your attack rolls and +10 on your damage for every single hit. At level 16, we step into our 4th level of Sable Company Marine. And the reason is it starts opening us up for lead blades, which adds to more damage to your weapon. Mythic 7 is going to be Lich. At Mythic 7, we're going to do Always a Chance. If you do a full charge and on your very first hit you roll a 1 when you still would have hit them and you miss it, that is really game breaking. Love Always a Chance. I've had people tell me that Always a Chance is not always the best thing to take. I just can't stand rolling a 1 and missing an attack. That's a lot of damage, and this guy cranks out a lot of damage. So to miss an attack is a lot of damage you miss out on. At level 17, we're stepping into Sable Company Marine level 5. And at 17, I'm going to grab Cleaving Finish. Again, you could have grabbed this much earlier. I just chose to do it here because I was really trying to push combat reflexes earlier to help tag team up with other people doing Seize the Moment. In here, I'm going to do Demons of Slaughter. I want to kill off more demons. And then I'm going to keep pushing, though, that Demons of Magic for even higher damage and chance to hit them. At Mythic rank 8, we're grabbing Lich. I'm going to grab Mythic Sneak Attacker, because a thug, now I'm doing extra damage here. I'm going to go for Skeletal Barbarian. Really like grabbing Lethal Stance first. And then the next rage power I'm going to grab is going to be Lethal Accuracy. So my bow critical multiplier goes up another. Also at Mythic level 9, we're taking this 9th level of Lich. And at 9, again, I'm going to go for Rupture Restraints so that it dispels things off of me easy. And then here I'm going to go for Magic Devourer because we get Spell Resistance. Spell Resistance is awesome. It's awesome. At level 18, we're grabbing our 6th and final level of Sable Company Marine. We're going to get another two-handed weapon, feat here, and we're going to go for Great Cleave. Now, you may ask, what are we doing for our last 2 levels? Well, we're going to go into Monk. And we're going to go into Sohei because it also gets full base attack bonus progression as well as an animal companion. Here at 19, we're going to get Improved Cleaving Finish. And then we're going to continue our animal companion. And I'm going to do Indomitable Mount here. Pushing into our 10th level, our mythic 10th level here is going to be Lich. And I'm going to get an extra mythic ability. And I'm going to grab Archmage Armor here. Or you could have done Unrelenting Assault. Right? It's going to add damage rolls as they stack. It's pretty good. but I'm gonna do Archmage armor here. And I'm gonna go for a Skeletal Cleric. You also get that Monk armor class bonus. It's pretty nice, it's pretty fun, it's pretty great, it's pretty grand. Our 20th level is gonna be our second level of Monk Sohei. Sohei or Sohai? And then here I'm gonna go for Mounted Shield. You can add your shield bonus, which we've got a 4 or a 6 depending, to our mount. We also get Evasion, yay. So that's great, but we also have to level up our Animal Companion. Now, one of the things that I would definitely tell you to do, easily at one of the first or second levels, you'll be able to get a Headband of Intellect +2. Grab one of those, slap it onto your pet, because that allows you to negate the having to take a ability point at level 4 to get 3 intellects for other feats. But we want to make this character, this pet here, very, very tanky. So I'm actually going to push him into Bully because of the Bull Rush and the Trip, adding it, because again, this character, it's level 3, Wings uses Bull Rush. I'm gonna push Athletics and use Magic Device. He can cast Scrolls on himself. And I'm gonna get Dodge here to start having our armor class high from the beginning. We actually named the Animal Companion Ricky Ricardo over on my twitch.tv/thearcaneagent. So why not carry it here? At level 2, you're just pushing Athletics and use Magic Device the entire time. I'm not gonna talk about that every single 2, 4, 6 levels. Your third level for your mount, you are gonna go and grab Improved Unarmed Strike, okay? This opens us up for Crane Style and better defense. Also, all of your bonuses are gonna go into Strength the entire time. At level 5, we're gonna take Crane Style. This is gonna let us defensively fight better. I actually forgot, we've got to push our mobility up more than our athletics. So I know you're reading that it says athletics 5, but we really should be putting our mobility to at least 3 for defensive fighting. At level 7, we're taking power attack. At level 9, we're getting greater bull rush. +2 checks on bull rushing, but also you get free attacks of opportunities whenever you push them around. Do you feel like a man? And you push her around. At level 11, we're gonna grab Crane Wing here. Again, better armor class while defensive fighting. At level 13, we're grabbing Crane Repost. Only 1 penalty on attack rolls, and you get better defensive fighting. Here at level 15, I'm gonna go for Skill Focus, use Magic Device, so that I have a better chance to cast Scrolls. You also get Improved Evasion. Now here for defense, I'm gonna go for Iron Will. I want a better chance to have better will saving throws. And finally, at level 19, you'll see that we have 28 use Magic Device, as well as 30 athletics. And our level 19 is gonna be Improved Iron Will, better will saving throws. So let's arm these guys up. Let's show you how this actually works in battle. I know it took a long time to kind of talk about this hippogriff to add this to our build video, but it's very, very important for the build video. If you like this kind of video, then consider checking us out over at twitch.tv/thearcaneagent every Monday and Friday from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as Wednesdays from 6 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. One of the things you have to make sure you do is that your hippogriff actually can cast Scrolls of Animal Growth. It's gonna make his strength go up crazy, also make him big enough for you to get on whenever you use Frightful Aspect. So the things you have to understand about this build is one of the most important things to have is the Fabled Hero's Lance. The Fabled Hero's Lance does an additional 8d6 piercing damage on a successful charge. And your charge will not do just 1 attack, you will do 8 or more attacks per round, which means that you're gonna do 8d6 8 times extra, as well as you have Mythic Charge, the Mythic ability, and the Death Rush ability from the Lich. Also, you have the Boots of Stampede, which use your ranks and athletics skill as a bonus to damage roll on a successful charge attack, which is 20. So you're doing 20 damage per hit extra whenever you charge. I would highly recommend using the Hasting Expanse as well to have an extra attack. So let's charge over there and see what happens. We can get a little pause right here. All right, keep going, go, go, go. Come on, come on. And boom, baby. Yes, look at that. 1800 crit right there. 1810 damage on that first swing. We also did an additional 408 on another attack on the animated breastplate right next to us. 1,810 damage. That was 25 from power attack, 18 from mounted mastery, 25 from vampiric blade, as well as an extra 59 piercing from our fabled hero's lance, 69 from our braces of slaughter. But the boots of stampede, death rush, and divine charge added up so much damage. 1,810 damage in that one charge. Now, while you may not be charging, you still can do around 11 attacks per round here, just standing with the Fabled Hero's Lance. And that's just a lot of damage that we did right there. As you can see, we have more bad guys over here to take out, so let's charge in on them and see what we get. On this Nabasu Shadow Executor, 908 damage. Let's see what we fly in here and do on him. Well, we're not flying, we're not using the flying attack yet. And come on, swing, come on, do some work. Boom, right there. 804 damage in that attack, and then we sneak attack the other guy to death. 804 damage to that first guy, and we start sneak attacking everybody else off. Really, really fun. So yet again, another fun build, does massive truckloads of damage. 700 on a regular charge attack, sometimes 1,800 to 2,000 on a crit. Very, very fun. Love having the Hippogriff mount. Such a good build. If you like this, let me know. If you want other things like this, let me know in the comments below. But again, check me out over on twitch.tv/thearcaneagent, where we stream every Monday and Friday from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as Wednesday nights from 6 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.